It may sound like a strange pairing, but everyone involved is thrilled to bring Broadway to some Peoria area penguins. The Penguin Project uses theater to empower kids with special needs, and this weekend they'll share the stage with Broadway actors cabaret style. Dr. Andy Morgan is the creator and CEO of the Penguin Project, and he's here with all the details. Welcome to Living Well.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So let's set the stage, if we will. Tell us a bit about the history, because Penguin Project was your creation.
Well, the Penguin Project started 15 years ago. I'm a doctor who takes care of children with special needs, and I also am a parent with children that have been involved in theater, and I realized watching my children grow up in theater how much it helped their confidence, their self-esteem, their communication skills, and realized those were the very issues that many of my patients were having. And so I decided that it would be great to have a theater program that would be fun for these kids, but also would be able to be therapeutic in terms of helping them develop these very important skills. We started doing it, we didn't know what we were getting into, and we found that it was absolutely phenomenal in terms of the way it impacted the children, not only the children that have special needs, but also their partners, the peer mentors who are on stage helping them.
So let's talk about some of those impacts. What changes did you see in the penguins themselves after participating in the shows?
Well, we've done some surveys, and parents talk about the fact that 95% of children report an improvement in their self-esteem, their involvement in their classes, doing much more independently, and the biggest difference is friendships. What we never realized, and truthfully I never realized as a physician, how isolated the children and their families are. This has opened tremendous doors in terms of social networking. The kids now have friends, their parents have friends, they go out and do things together. I have so many stories about things that have happened over the years. It's just amazing. One of my favorites is a story about a little girl who was a mentor. The mentors are kids without special needs who work hand in hand, one-on-one, with their partners that have special needs. When she was asked what she thought about the Penguin Project, she said, you know, when I heard about this Penguin Project, I knew that people's lives were going to be changed. I didn't know that life would be mine.
Wow.
Every time I say that, I still get chills. This is a 10-year-old girl saying things like that. One little boy had never stood up, and in the middle of a performance, during one of the dance numbers, there he is, standing up. Another young man was actually hiding in the supply closet when we started. When we got him on stage, we couldn't pull him off. We actually literally had to pull him off stage because he was so enthralled with being on stage, hearing the audience reaction, hearing the applause.
Beautiful. Now, very quickly, tell me about Broadway coming to Peoria this Saturday.
Well, this is a special event. We have a lot of friends in New York, and we coupled with a group that's involved in public relations, and they suggested that we do a Broadway cabaret. And we said, well, let's give it a try. And so what we're doing this Saturday at the Waterhouse at 7 o'clock is we are bringing Broadway stars from New York here to Peoria to perform. I don't know if anybody out there has been to New York, but the talent out there is absolutely outrageous.
Yes.
It is amazing. The voices, the dancing, the ability. And so we're bringing some of these people here for people in Peoria to experience them really firsthand in a small setting. It should be a great night. We're really excited about it.
Outstanding. Can't wait for that. Let's let folks know how they can come out. You can get tickets at penguinproject.org, 7 o'clock Saturday night, Waterhouse in downtown Peoria. Dr. Morgan, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
A trip to Tinseltown when we come back.